Highlight in the Magic City on the Highlight channel. I'm Stu Nyman. I'm flying solo today, usually joined by Andrew Bleckman, but Andrew is vacationing somewhere he refused to share. Will not be with us today. All Mutuals wagering is now open on today's eight-game performance. Each of today's 8 games offers win, play, show, quinella exacta, and trifecta wagering. We have an early daily double that begins in game 1. Play the daily double, correctly pick the winners of games 1 and 2. We have a pick 3 that begins in game 2. Correctly pick the winners of games 2, 3, and 4. Late pick 3 begins games 6, 7, and 8. Have the high-paying high 5 jackpot, most popular wager here at Magic City. Correctly pick the winners. Games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you do so correctly. Have the only ticket that does so, you'll cash in on the high 5 for today. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com, or if you're in the state of Connecticut, mywinners.com. However, placing a bet not necessary in order for you to enjoy today's action. And Joe, we don't have exactly what we would call a scratch, but we do have one correction. Game 1, post 4, Ben, running late in impossible South Florida traffic, will be replaced by a Rats. Game 1, post 4. You're going to take out Ben. You're going to replace him with Rats. There's no scratches in today's performance. Adam, it's Cabrera. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but Jared told him. Jared told him. Two minutes left in this practice. Now, it's a... So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have that kind of peculiar change. Arats will go in for Ben. Game 1, post 4. Game 1, post 4. Arats will go in for Ben. That's the only change for today. With all that in mind, we ask you to make your wagers as early as possible within scheduled post times and sit back and relax post time for game number 1. Now, just 6 minutes away. And as we do before the beginning of every performance, we do have a video that will explain how we play the Pari-mutuel Pelota version of Highlight. Take it away.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
No. And that, ladies and gentlemen, a video on how we play Pari-mutuel / Pelota highlight. 4 minutes to go before we begin game one. Remember, there is one correction, not a scratch. Ben will be in today's performance, just not in the first game. He was scheduled to play game one. And I myself got caught up in South Florida traffic. We do have that policy where we ask all of our players to be here 1 hour before their first appearance on the court. Now, not an hour before they play, an hour before their first appearance, which is basically an hour before your first practice. Things have been getting loose. So we were just going over that with the players. Little loose with the rules. And so once again, Andrew is not with me today, so I'll be chatting with the chat, and you'll be watching a lot of videos. Boom, boom. Happy Friday, everybody. Steve M., greetings. Leprechaun, good to see you. In the chat, Michael Dupuis. Mr. Kinchman, Mo Crank, as always. Mo, believe it or not, the last of the Cokes that you brought me just ran out. So once again, thank you for going through all that effort. The last Coke was drinking the other day. Yes, Jason Marchese, we're not going over the roster to our friends of the North. That's for them to discuss, but we're very proud to have Rutia with us for World Supercourt. He played fantastic. Mr. Kinchman, it's been very windy, and I'm up in Broward, so it's been like pretty windy, but not too much rain. No, Charles, that was absolutely not a fine. It's one of the nuances of the court. Just a fun thing to say. The players are always seemingly well motivated by fines, so. 2 minutes to go before we begin game. Before we begin game number one. What? One minute to go before we begin game one. Don't forget, game one does begin the early daily double. Sorry, it's a habit. Daily double. It's our only daily double. Maybe if I type that in the program. Only daily double. That would be unique. That would be different. Games 1 and 2 compromise the daily double. Don't forget, we have one replacement. Game 1, post 4. Ben's out, replaced with Rats. Game 1, post 4. Ben's out, replaced with Rats. Ladies and gentlemen, this is game one. It is a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Up first and serving. The red shirts post 1, Juice and Arta. Receiving in the blue post 2, Bueno and Tennessee. There's a serve. First game has begun. Bueno picks a serve. There's a backhand. That ball hits the pad. The pad is bad. Point 2. 2 first up on the board in our first game. That'll bring to the court the white shirts. Post 3. That's El Barba and Ikeda. Here's a backhand by Ikeda. Ball tipped in the backcourt, point 2. Green shirts, post 4. Replacing Ben in this game only is Arats in the front court with Cabrera. That ball hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. Point 2. 2 on the board with 3 points. Black shirts, post 5 receiving. Flores and Julin. Underserved, point 5. Yellow shirts, post 6, CRB and Gallo receive. Jatna, excellent question. Spin isn't something that we discuss often because spin relates to how the ball is thrown, but the spins are actually very consistent whether you're throwing on the forehand, the sidearm, the backhand, or the costado. Just try to think about physics for poets. Robote coming out. Robote saved by Julin to the outside. CRB's on it. Julin, great catch. Big right side. Gallo saves the Robote. Beautiful catch by Gallo. There's the backhand. Robote forehand. Gallo from the 12 line. Back to the inside. Julin's there. CRB, nice snag there at the 9 line. Flores on the catch. Flores on the backhand. Here's Gallo. That ball hit the overhead screen, point 5. Pink shirts, post 7. Anderluck and Bragley receive. Jatna, it also has to do with players and the type of cesta that they prefer. A player who plays with a scapa, with a cesta that tends to escape, will tend to have more spin coming off the ball just because it rolls off the tip as it's coming out. But that's not something that players have a lot of conscious control over. Some do, some more than others. Big right side by Julin. Here's the catch by Anderluck. Backhand. Point 7. Purple shirts, post 8, cool fit. Backhand by Anderluck. Cool fitness to the inside. Robote forehand save by Cool Fitness. That's nicely played. Beautiful catch by Kubala. There's the backhand. Bragley on the catch. Kubala now from the 11 line on the forehand. Anderluck, backhand from the 9. Ball tipped at the sidewall, point 8. 8 team gets the last point of the first round. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, the red at post 1. Juice and Arta. Fault underserved, point 1. 1 with 2 points. Here's post 3. Keita and El Barba. Oh, first serve, point 3. Green shirts of post 4. Aratz and Cabrera receive. Scoop by Akeva. Aratz back to the 9 line. Here's the backhand. Catch by Cabrera. Here's the backhand. Aratz backhand from the 5 line. Robote for El Barba. Clip caught by Aratz, and he scores. Point 4. 4 on the board with 2 points. Here's post 2. Bueno in Tennessee. Here's a backhand by Tennessee. Cabrera fine catch. Backhand to the inside. Here's a backhand by Cabrera. Bueno on the backhand. Robote forehand. Here's a catch by Aratz. Aratz to the inside. Beautiful catch by Tennessee. There's a backhand. Cabrera's there. Robote forehand saved by Bueno. Nicely played. Here's Aratz at the 8 line. What a catch by Tennessee. Scoop by Cabrera. Cabrera high to the inside, and Bueno's midcourt to make the catch. Scoop high on the left side of Cabrera. Bueno on the backhand. Beautiful catch. Bueno again. Backhand. Robote. Left side. Caught by Bueno. Bueno fakes the carom, puts it inside. What a catch by Cabrera. Here's a backhand by Cabrera. Tennessee's there. Powerful forehand. Catch by Cabrera. Here's the backhand. Low runner. That touched the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. Point 4. 4 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 6, CRB and Gallo. Here's a backhand by Gallo. Aratz is there. Gallo on the scoop. Backhand from the 11. High and inside. Robote. Left side by Aratz. Aratz calls for the robote. Puts it inside. Here's Gallo on the catch. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. That ricocheted off the overhead screen. Point 4. Possible game point. Green shirts post 4. Aratz and Cabrera trying to stop them. Flores and Julian. What a catch by Cabrera. Nice backhand. Robote forehand. Cabrera on the robote, saves it low and inside. Here's Julian, tip ball, point in game, post 4. Aratz and Cabrera. 4 wins it, 2 places, 1, 3, and 5 playoff for 3rd place. 1 first serves to 3. Over serve, point 3. 3 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 5, Flores and Julian. Big right side by Julian. Robote. Scoop by Ikeda. He passes. Rotate forehand by Julian. Scoop by Ikeda. Forehand to the inside. Dropped. Point 5. This is show point. 5 serves 3. A barb on the catch. Backhand. Ball to wall without touch in the overhead screen. Flores makes a save. Here's Ikeda. Sidearm. Stopped by Flores. Ikeda reads that well. Got it into a cesta. Could not complete the play. 5 shows. Unofficial order finished 4-2-5. Your price will be up in a moment. Four, 2-5, the official order of finish for our first game. Your prices will be up in just a moment. Quinella 2-4, 25-40 trifecta, 425, 240-260. Up next, game 2, spectacular 7 scoring. Our early pick 3 begins. To play the pick 3, correctly pick the winners of games 2, 3, and 4. Post time for game 3, just about 6 minutes away. Good luck. And for those of you who may be new to Highlight, we do have a video which explains spectacular 7 scoring.
The main rule of Highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Highlight. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
Sorry about that, folks. I was there redirecting the Highlight players. 20 seconds to the next practice. But I'm pulling a few different functions here. I'm counting down the time there in their practice. Because, 1 and 2 go out, then 3 and 4 go out, then 5 and 6 go out, then 7 and 8 go out. Because what happens is when we show those videos, you can't see the countdown clock. Switch. 5, 6. And then that brought a number of other of our original 14 rules to the forefront. There's a number one, and just like any other place, it's like the guys are good, and you get lax in the rules. So, for instance, there's a rule that once the game starts, players who are in that game can't leave the player's cage. There's a logical reason for that. We need to know where you are. You need to be up in rotational order. You need to sit on the bench in rotational order so we don't screw up the rotational order. So when the 5 is supposed to be stepping up to take the serve, it's not the 6. That's happened before. So all the rules exist for a reason. Also, the guys are friends and they can get a bit rambunctious. So one of the other rules is that you sit quietly on the bench. Now, quietly, it's like, I don't have to tell anybody out there, you're all adults, especially if you're betting on Highlight or watching Highlight or enjoying a Highlight. So, we're adults. So we say quietly. Well, what does quietly mean? Quietly generally means you don't disturb the announcer, which happens to be me, who pulls double duty as announcer and director of Highlight operations. So that's the basic way things go. You also have to be here 1 hour before your first appearance on the court. As we mentioned earlier, that wasn't the case for a number of players today. So we're a few weeks in, and now's the time to start tightening things up just a bit. We do that through observing, reminder, and fines when necessary. And I just reminded them all that there will be a test of the rules that have been up there for years now. It's pass-fail or pass-fine, as we say it around here. And in all seriousness, it really has nothing to about finding them to redirect behavior. It's not like that. We don't need to collect the money, don't want to collect the money, just need them to do the things that they need to do to make sure that this runs the way that it's supposed to run. Because if it runs the way it's supposed to run, it's trustworthy. You can trust that you're going to see the same product every day. That applies to announcers, too. We got to get here an hour beforehand. I came in a bit late. Always allow for at least 45 minutes. Today, I needed to allow for an hour and 10 minutes. You make one turn, and then there's like, oh my, look at this traffic. So, as they say, Schnitt rolls downhill. Scott Felty, hoping that you can get into CLI Performance. One of those things, like we say to all of our fans, even if you can't come down on a Friday night, we do make allowances on Monday and Tuesday. And yeah, for the most part, the guys know exactly what does get me frustrated. And it's not just a question of what gets me frustrated. It's just, the rules are not complicated. There's 14 rules to live by. And then all the rules of playing the game. And we do have a great group of guys. Could not be more proud of the guys that came originally from 2018 who knew nothing about this. As well as those who have joined us. It's an awesome program. Time to begin Game 2. It is a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving. Red shirts post 1, CRB and Gallo. Receiving blue post 2, Andrew Luck and Bragley. Here's a catch by Gallo. Forehand to the inside. Bragley, forehand over the top. CRB gets in there. Here's the backhand. Bragley from the 11 line. Bragley right side from the 12. CRB back at the 9. Backhand. That cleared the overhead screen. Robote for the forehand of Anderluck. Here's CRB. Anderluck comes up with a great catch to protect that leg. Well played. Gallo, 2-all Robote, does not open. Stopped by Anderluck. Big right side. Robote saved by Gallo. That's beautifully done. Anderluck cuts it off at the 6th line. Robote by CRB. Dropping into the cesta of Bragg. Here's a backhand by Gallo. Robote forehand. Gallo makes the catch. Big right side. Robote. CRB gets in there and makes a save. Bragley on the catch. Here's the backhand. Point 1. One will serve to the white shirts at post 3, Cool Fitness and Kubala. Mr. Matthews, so there's a big wall between ourselves and the site that you're mentioning, especially where these Pelota games are concerned. But for our battle court on Tuesday, we did have a situation where all games were suspended because a pane of the glass broke, and that's a 2-hour fix, so the game day was suspended. That's the only reason why I can think that would happen. Apart from that, I have no idea. And it's a rare occurrence. It's happened 3 times in 6 years. Forehand, caught in the backcourt by Kubala. Serby winds up. Coasty 2-all stopped by Cool Fitness. Robote save. 2-all with a light touch. Too light. Point 3. 3 will serve to the green shirts of post 4. Flores and Julin. Hyro's a beast, I know. No, Hyro has a true weapon with that right side. There's no question about it. But it also has to do with exactly where it hit on that panel. We've had that happen before, but it's been 6 years since it did happen. So it's by no means a frequent occurrence. Even with, if you watch the World Supercourt and you saw Lopez out here, I don't think that anybody in this building has seen the ball thrown harder than that. Here's a backhand by Kubala. Julin's there. Drop ball, point 3. Black shirts, post 5. Receiving. Ben and Cabrera. See, we told you Ben would be back, and he was. Once upon a time in Highlight, if you weren't there for the first game, you were scratched for the entire performance. Ownership here said, why would we do that? I said, good point. There's the backhand by Cabrera. Big backhand, Robote coming out. Cabrera makes a catch. Backhand to the inside. Kubala comes up to make the save. Nicely played. Cabrera, backhand from the 9 line. Two all by Ben. Stopped by Cool Fitness. Cool Fitness carambola scooped up and returned by Cabrera. Robote to the inside. Robote forehand, light touch. Ben advances, in and out of the cesta, point 3. 3 with 3 points, here's post 6. The yellow shirts return. Bueno in Tennessee. Robote. Oh! The Dejada Robote attempt failed miserably. Point 6. Panka post 7. El Barbe K to receive. Ikeda with a fine catch at the 11 line. There's the backhand. Robote, left side by El Barber to the outside. That's well placed and perfectly placed and scoring. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive purple shirts, post 8. Juice and Arta. Baloo, thank you very much for the compliment. Glad that you're enjoying. Hope that they all enjoyed. Always love to hear about new viewers. Ball tip, midcourt, point 7. Blue post 2 returns. Anderluck and Bragley. And you're very welcome, Blue. It is our pleasure. Glad that you decided to share that in the chat. Thank you. Big right side by Bragley. What a right side by Bragley. That ball came all the way out. Point 2. 2 with 2 points. Here's post 1, CRB and Gallo. Backhand by Gallo to the inside. Here's Anderluck. Robote forehand. Gallo on the right side. Robote forehand by Anderluck again. Light touch. Here's CRB at the 7 line. Bragley, good catch. Robote by Gallo. Anderluck from the left side. Backhand. Passes. 2 all. Way out. Point 2. 2 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 4. Flores and Julin. Here's Anderluck on the backhand. Julin makes the catch. Big right side from the 13 line. Anderluck comes back, tips the ball, point 4. Black shirts at post 5. Ben and Cabrera receive. Greetings, Ernesto. Hope all's well. That ball was tipped by Flores at the side wall, point 5. Back and receiving the white shirts, post 3, Cool Fitness and Kubala. Ernesto, Drew is not here today. Andrew is taking a rare full day off, missing battle court as well. There's a backhand by Kubala. Backhand by Cabrera. Robote forehand. Cabrera on the catch. Splitter scores point 5. Five on the board with 4 points. Here's post 6. The yellow shirt receives. Bueno in Tennessee. Excellent catch by Cabrera. Here's Bueno reaching up high. Returns it low and hard. Cabrera's there again. Backhand. Robote forehand. Cabrera looks for the Robote, makes a save inside. Ben on the backhand from the 8 line. Low and hard, out to the Robote. Point 5. Possible game point for the black shirts of post 5. Ben and Cabrera trying to stop them are Juice and Arta. Here's a backhand by Arta. Oh, ball tipped in the backcourt, point 8. Play continues. Receiving post 7. Elbarba and Ikeda. I don't have my reading glasses on, but I can't pronounce that name, but QM from Pittsburgh. One, glad you're tuning in from Pittsburgh. Also, glad to have you joining us here for Pelota at Magic City. If you watch Battle Court, slightly different format. Actually, a very different format. No communication, 0.7. 7-4 points. Here's post 1. CRB and Gallo. Here's the backhand by Gallo. Catch by Ikeda. What a catch by Gallo. Backhand to the inside. Elbarba's on it. Backhand from the 7 line. Gallo's there. Elbarba takes it in the air. Oh, dropped it on the backswing. Point 1. 1 with 3 points. Here's post 2. Anderluck and Bragley. Balu, great to hear that you are an aficionado of Battle Court. The version of Highlight that you're watching now is the version that basically has been in play for the last 70 years. Battle Court, though head-to-head matchups aren't new. That whole team aspect is primarily new. Point 1. Possible game point for the red shirts, post 1, CRB and Gallo. Trying to stop them are Flores and Julin. And the fact that you appreciate that type of format makes us happy. Thank you. Here's a backhand by Julin to the inside. Backhand by CRB. Julin from the 11 line. Robote left side. Catch almost by Flores. Point in game, post 1. CRB and Gallo. 1 win it, 5 places, 7 serves to 2. This is for 3rd and 4th place. For those of you who don't know the difference between the formats between Battle Court and Pelota, which is what you're watching now, Pelota, which is the pari-mutuel form of highlight. This is the form of highlight that you've been able to watch here in Florida since really the 1930s. And then up in Connecticut, 70s, 80s, and 90s, actually through 2001, I believe, when Milford closed. So it's always been a 7 shows. 1-5-7 unofficial order finish for game 2. One 1-5-7 is the official order of finish for game number 2. Your prices will be up in just a moment. 157, the official order finish for game number 2. $2 Quinella 1563.80. Trifecta 157 105 even. Consolations in the daily double 4 all 920, all 1 920. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game 3. Game 3 begins the high five for today. To play the high five, correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you do so correctly and have the only ticket that does so, you'll cash in on the high five for today. There are no scratches that affect the high five. Post time for game 3. Now just about 6 minutes away. Good luck. Outside placement scores for Arat. Ball taking an odd bounce off the back wall. El Barba advances, takes it on the bounce at the 4 line. Outside placement. Placed outside well to score. Nice catch. Kid to the inside, low and hard. Bala, nice grab with the 11 line. Outside placement scores for Ikeda. Backhand by Aratz. Benny's there. Here's backhand by Benny. Wall to wall. Rotate forehand, drop shot. Benny gets there, stops it. Outside placement, scores. Manny on the catch. Pika. Stopped by Aratz. Drop shot by Aratz. Manny takes off. He gets there. Rifles it outside to score. Backhand by Anderluck. Catch by Bragley. Backhand by Bragley. That clears the overhead screen. Anderluck outside placement of the forehand rebote is in. One. Hello. Tennessee's there. Bala moving out to the 5 line to turn the rebote. Outside placement scores. Here's the backhand by Manu again. Rebote forehand. Outside placement of the forehand, Robote scores. Here's a catch by Benny. Backhand by Gaucheri. In, pointing. And there you had your top 10 outside placements. Less than a minute to go before we begin Game 3 in the high five. There are no scratches in or affecting the high five today. Time to begin. I don't know that I have a better answer, guys, but I do have an opinion regarding like spin. I put more emphasis on it more than most people. Let's begin the third game. Time to begin our third game. It is a spectacular 7, a singles match. Played to 7 points with points doubling after the first round of play. Serving red shirt post 1, Tennessee. Receiving in the blue post 2, CRB. Here's the serve. We begin. Here's a backhand by Tennessee, caught by CRB. Big backhand that hit the overhead screen. Point 1. Tennessee on the board first here in our third game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt post 3, Cabrera. Like, for instance, I can tell you the only time that I was ever taught to be cautious of how the ball was leaving my cesta was when throwing picada. So when throwing the ball straight over the top. So not sidearm, like this serve that you see here by Tennessee, just a little bit more over the top. How the ball left the cesta at the top of my throw. 2-all lands in for Cabrera, point 3. Green shirt to post 4, Anderluck receives. And being a comparatively short guy, the more spin that I could generate and the more power I could generate as the ball comes off the tip of my cesta, the better the picada or the better the bounce that I could get, especially in singles. Inside placement by Cabrera scores, point 3. Black shirt to post 5, Ben receives. I would tend to agree with Ernesto that the best of the best players in Highline, I might even talk about the players here, I'm talking about the best players in Highline, do have a greater sense of spin as a general concept, but as far as controlling how much spin, I don't know that anybody's got that type of control or feel. There's a backhand by Cabrera. Cabrera to the inside. Ben reads it. Goes for the scoop. It's tip, point 3. Yellow shirt, post 6. Manny. But spin does everything, has everything to do with what they call postura. Has everything to do with a highlight player's form. And there are some players who throw, I don't really think that they have a concept for spin. They just throw hard. But there'll always be a little bit of spin. It's just a question of how much. Robote forehand by Manny. Cabrera makes the catch. 2-all. 2 score. That's been working for him. Point 3. 4 points for 3 post. Pink shirt at post 7. Benny. Backhand by Benny. Fine save at the side wall there by Cabrera. Here's Benny. Robote to the inside. Cabrera's got it. Benny stops it inside. Beautifully caught. Nice backhand. Two all scores. 0.7. Purple shirt post 8. Bragley receives. See, Ernesto, that's one we're going to disagree with, because if the ball is like right near the black threading when you throw, the very tip of the cesta, it's going to roll off the top if you throw hard and give it more spin. If it's deeper in the cesta, less spin because it's coming out straight. Now, I understand what you're saying. It can roll up to the tip and then roll out and theoretically have more spin, but that would have to be like within a few inches of the tip of the cesta. And we're going to start to bore some of the novice fans with this detail. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First return, blue post 2, CRB. Like I know when I throw a picada serve myself, or once upon a time, that ball would be right at the tip of the cesta, and I would feel it roll off the tip of the cesta. Beautiful catch and return by Benny. Inside placement, not inside enough. Benny's on it. Benny's inside placement. Oh, CRB almost got there, but dropped at 0.7. Benny with 4 points. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First return, Tennessee, red to post 1. Ernesto, yeah, that I definitely agree with. Especially as the cesta gets older and you develop that pocket up near the front of the cesta. You know, it's hard to roll a ball out of that pocket. It's easier to catch. There's a backhand by Benny. Beautifully thrown. This rebote comes to the sidewall. My, oh my, I'm not sure what he was looking to do, but it didn't work. 0.7. Possible game point for Benny, trying to stop him. Anderluck. That is point, and a perfect game for the pink shirt at post 7. Benny, 3 places, 1 shows. Unofficial order finish, 7-3-1. It's official, winning game 3, post 7. Benny taking second, post 3. Cabrera coming in third, post 1. Tennessee, 7-3-1. The official order finish for game 3. Seven, 3-1, official order finish for game 3. Quinella 3-7, 1680. Trifecta 7-3-1, 117-60. First number for today's high five, number 7. Up next is our 4th game. It is a spectacular 7. Singles match played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 4 will conclude the early pick 3. Post time for game 4. Now just over 6 minutes away. Good luck. Drop shot. Hyro, what happened? Rebote forehand. Beautiful catch by Bueno. Rebote forehand to the inside. Scoop by Bueno. Drop shot. Beautifully executed by Bueno. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Catch by Iñaki. Drop shot. Will score.
Bradley on the bounce, outside placement attempt. Stopped by Anderluck. Anderluck, his carom, lands in. Bradley's going to get out to it. He returns a drop shot. My, oh my.
Scoop by El Barba. Backhand to the inside. That's well thrown. Excellent catch by Flores. Here's El Barba. Drop shot. Scores on the second bounce. There's a backhand by Bueno. Scoop by Bueno. Cortada. Stopped by Carballo. Drop shot by Carballo. Beautifully executed and scoring. Rebote to the inside. This one caught in the air by Hyro. Hyro on the backhand. Rotate forehand. Hyro on the catch. Drop shot by Hyro. Scores on the second bounce. Rotz, forehand rotated pass, dropping. Rotate left side by Rotz. Gaucheri attacks, has it. Wow, that was beautiful. Outside placement read by Aratz. Aratz read by Manu. Backhand by Manu, lower and harder. Rebote. Place to the inside. Manu's there. Winding up. Drop shot. That was perfect. By Aratz. There's the backhand. Gaucheri's there. Aratz commits to the backcourt. Here's the backhand from the 12 line. Gaucheri from the 10. Long drop shot. Aratz will not get there. Some of the best drop shots of 2024 as assessed by one Andrew Bleckman, who once again is off, so it's just you and me. And I have to agree with Ernesto here. Johnny O, Barba has definitely improved. Considerably since 2018. I think one of the things that you see is that the players who were already older, like in their 30s, approaching their 40s, or almost 40, when they started to play High Life, which I think is the case pretty much that I've always seen throughout my 40-plus years in High Life. The older you are when you pick up the game, the more difficult it is. No question about that. Time, let's begin. But Barba has definitely improved. His core positioning is excellent. Just lugging that body around trying to get to those balls sometimes is a problem, but good court sense and knows how to throw shots and make points. Time to begin game 4. It is time to begin game 4. It is a spectacular 7. Singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving red shirt post 1, Gallo. Receiving blue post 2, Ikeda. And as far as behavior, no question. Gallo. El Barba has matured beautifully. It's a frustrating game, and he's learned to control his frustration, or the expression of his frustration better. Robote by Ikeda to the inside. Here's Gallo. Backhand from the 10 line. Big backhand by Ikeda to the inside. Robote forehand. Ikeda makes the catch. Point 2. Receiving the white shirt at post 3, Kubala. Johnny O, as long as you're giving us your honest opinion and not taking shots at us, it does not make a difference. That is your opinion, and yeah, he could have had an off night, and you're very much entitled to your opinion. We're glad that anybody cares enough about the Magic City product to have an opinion and vocalize it, or in this case, at least write it down. Please don't come here and vocalize it. Backhand by Kubala. Ikeda's there. Ikeda powerfully from the left side. Kubala's there. Robote forehand. Kubala on the catch. Backhand to the inside. Right side by Ikeda to the inside. Kubala's there. Kubala now from the 7 line. Hard to the inside. Ikeda keeps it on the forehand. Big right side from the 10 line. Up and down. Scores! Point 2. Green shirt to post 4. Anderluck receives. And that's definitely the case, Johnny O, with a number of players. Any highlight player is capable of having a bad night. They play quite a few games a week. They practice as well. And like I've been saying for years, even the best highlight player can wake up and have an argument with a significant other, have bad traffic, a bill they're not expecting. Anything that might put you or I are in a bad mood might interfere with their focus on the ball. Seen that for years and years and years. There's the backhand by Anderluck. Ikeda makes the catch. Robote forehand. Ikeda. Forehand from the 9 line. Big right side to the inside. Anderluck. Robote on the sidewall. Flips it to the outside. Big bounce. Stopped, but not held on to. Point 4. Or serves the black shirt at post 5. Here's Julian. Backhand by Anderluck. Robote. Forehand diving save made by Julian. Outside placement rifled, landing in and scoring. Point 4. For 2 points, here's post 6. The yellow shirt receives. Ben. Here's the backhand by Ben. Robote coming out. Anderluck takes that in the air. Beautifully caught, powerfully thrown, and scoring. Point 4. 3 points for the 4 posts receiving. Pinka post 7, CRB. Ball tip, point 7. Here now to complete the first round, receive purple shirt. Post 8, Manny. Johnny O going all the way back to Bridgeport, back when Connecticut had Bridgeport, Hartford, and Milford. Always like to have an old High Life fan in the Magic City chat. Welcome. There's the backhand by Manny. CRB's there. Always curious to find out, Johnny O, what era were you at Bridgeport? You were at Bridgeport when they first opened and the greats were there? Charuka, those guys. Point 7. 7 with 2 points. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. Returning post 1. Gallo. Which would have been back in 75, 76, I believe that was. Or later at Bridgeport. Robote forehand. Scoop attempt missed. Robote not there. Point 7. 7 with 4 points. Here's post 3, Kubala. Johnny, in that case, you did see some phenomenal high lines, some phenomenal highlight players, some of the best in history at Bridgeport in '76. Robote left side. Kubal on the catch. Backhand to the inside. Kubala, tip ball, point 7. Possible game point, Pinka post 7. CRB trying to stop him, the blue post 2, Ikeda. There's a backhand by Ikeda, powerfully thrown. Robote coming out to the 6 line. Catch by CRB. CRB from the forehand. Robote forehand saved by Ikeda with a big bounce. Here's CRB. Backhand from the 8 line. Robote forehand by Ikeda. CRB's there. Ball tip, point 2, play continues. 2 with 4 points, here's post 5. In the black shirt, we have Julian. Johnny O even knows the number. That's interesting. Yes, Michelina was of a different generation, and sitting just to my right here behind the back wall. So if you see me center, sitting to my right is Ara, Ara the first. He just played under Ara, A-R-R-A, Juan Ramon Arasate, our player manager. Rebote forehand. Rebote forehand by Julian. Gets up there. That touched the overhead screen. Point 2. Possible game point. Blue at post 2. Ikeda trying to stop him. Ben, post 7. Post 6, rather. In QM, that was before you were. We're talking about times before you're born, which is perfectly okay. That's one thing that Highline needs: younger viewers. In fact, if you know any millennials and Gen Zs, try to drag them into the circle. Rebote forehand. Caught by Ben. Ben winds up. 2-all in the pad. Point. And game post 2, Ikeda. No playoff here. 7 places, 4 shows. Results are official. Coming in first, post 2, Ikeda. Taking second, post 7, CRB. Coming in third, post 4, Anderluck. 274. The official order finish for game number 4. And your prices will be up in just a moment. Ara was number 31 at Miami Highline. $2 Quinella, $2.7, $93. Trifecta, $2.74, $237.40. Our early pick 3, 172, 3 of 3 numbers, returning $465.60. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, Game 5, albeit with different players, future game players playing in Game 5. Game 5, play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. There are no scratches in Game 5. No scratches in the remainder of today's games. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that tonight we have Battle Court at 7 p.m. Post time for Game 5. Less than 6 minutes away. Good luck. What a catch by Correa, pulling it off the side wall. Karam scores. backhand by Tennessee. Powerfully thrown. Caught by Ben. Wonky bounce. Picked up in the front court by Bueno. Outside placement. Scooped up by Ikeda. Last second scoop worked for Bragley. Here's Gauchetti. Outside placement stopped by Iñaki. Karen by Iñaki scores. Robote left side. One-handed Robote save by Carballo. Douglas 2-all. Is in. Beautiful catch by Douglas. There's the backhand from the 9. Robote coming out. Robote left side. Beautiful catch by Nicholas. Ball gets in there to make the grab in the backcourt. Manu from the 11 line. Robote saved by Douglas. Here's the catch by Elbarba. Elbarba's 2-all. It's in. Right side, stopped by Bragley. Julian low and hard again. Catch by Bragley. What a snag by Julian. Placement by Manny. Stopped by Ben. Beautifully caught. Big forehand. Robote coming out. Manny makes the save. It attacks. Powerful forehand, low and hard. Manny for the Robote. Diving save is in play. Robote by Douglas right up the middle. Scoop by Carballo. And a beautiful Costado 2-all to score.
Bradley able to pass. CRB left side Robote. Opens up to the outside. Inaki. Low and hard, Benny. Ooh, that died. One-handed effort. He saves it. It's a 2-all. Oh, and it's in the net to score.
And some of the best doubles points played here at Magic City in 2024, once again as assessed by Andrew Bleckman. I always like to give credit where credit's due because Andrew has developed a great eye. But also, no, I don't necessarily agree. Just kidding. Let's begin. Time to begin Game 5. It is a spectacular 7th doubles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Up first and serving, red shirts post 1, Bueno and Nicholas. Receiving blue post 2, Jairo and Benny. And folks, I am going to get into this chat after game 5 and I write all these prices down. Again, I'm doing everything by myself here, which, please, it's a breeze. I do want to participate in this chat. Very interesting what's going on there. Who's better than who? Depends upon the time and the era and who they were playing against. Bueno serves. We begin. Robote. Benny on the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Hard throw to the inside. Nicholas from the 11 line. Backhand. High arrow at the sidewall. Backhand from the 8 line. Robote forehand. Ball tipped. Point 1. One is serving to the white shirts of post 3. We have Alex and Urbieta. Here's a backhand. Cortada stopped by Bueno on the left side. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Nicholas is there. Alex way up high. Nice grab there on the left side. Here's a Nicholas from the backcourt. Urbieta, backhand from the 10 line. Deep into the corner, out to the Robote. That rebound off the back wall. Caught by Alex. Here's the forehand. Backhand. Down low, Nicholas is there. Big backhand by Alex, hard to the inside. Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Urbieta, backhand from the 11 line. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played. Bueno from the 8 line. On the wall. That's an interesting save by Alex. Completely effective. Alex calling for the Robote. Goes for another one. That had the distance. Here's Bueno from the 3 line. Low and inside, and Alex is there. Big backhand by Alex. There's a backhand by Bueno. Nicholas backhand from the 12 line. Robote, forehand by Alex. Picada, big bounce, brought down at the 13 line by Nicholas. Nicholas on the backhand to the inside. Here's Urbieta, backhand from the 10 line. Nicholas again, backhand to the inside. Urbieta's there. Robote forehand by Alex to the inside. Big bounce brought down by Nicholas. Nicholas on the forehand from the 13 line. Powerful backhand by Alex. What a catch by Nicholas at the side wall. Backhand by Nicholas. Ball tipped at the side wall. Well played, point 3. In this matchup, we have Alex serving to Ikeda and Arats, wearing the green of post 4. Here's the backhand by Alex. Robote coming out. Here's the backhand by Arats. Robote. Alex stays with it, makes the catch at the 9 line. There's the backhand. Here's Arats. Arats to the inside. Robote left side. Catch in the front court. Ikeda low and hard. Robote by Alex. Scoop by Arats. Backhand 2-all. Caught in the air by Alex. Cortada by Alex. Will score. Well played, point 3. 3 with 2 points. Here's post 5. The black shirts receive. Go Sherry and Ben. There's a big backhand by Ben. Robote. Powerful Costado inside, picked off by Urbieta. Ben from the 11 line. Powerfully to the top of the wall. There's the backhand by Urbieta. Robote forehand. Swing and a miss. Midcourt, point 3. 3 with 3 points. Here's post 6. Anderluck and Cabrera. Here's the backhand to the inside. Catch by Anderluck. Robote forehand. Alex is there. Beautiful catch by Cabrera. Here's a backhand by Cabrera. Point 3. 4 points for the 3 team. Pink of post 7. CRB and Julian receive. Backhand by Julian. CRB gets in there. Backhand from the 9 line. Low runner. Picked up by Alex. Alex powerfully from the left side. Here's a backhand to the inside. Catch by Julian. Powerful, powerful backhand. Alex winds up and puts the coastie inside. Here's the backhand by Julian. Difficult catch by Urbieta in the corner. He comes out over the top. Big, big bounce. Brought in by Julian at the 11 line. Cortada, stopped by Alex. Big backhand by Urbieta, stopped by Julian. There's the backhand by Julian, stopped by Alex up the wall. 2-all, stopped by Alex. Carambola by Alex, caught in the air by CRB. Took a step, put it in play. Here's a catch by CRB, winding up into the pad, and the pad is most definitely bad. Point 3. Purple shirts, post 8, Douglas and Manning. Big right side. This one caught by Douglas. Douglas on the catch, winding up. Drop shot. Alex is there, winding up. Coastie inside. Manny's there. Manny sends it deep. Robote left side. Cortada scores. Point 3. Possible game point for the white shirts of post 3. Alex and Urbieta trying to stop them. The blue of post 2. Jairo and Benny. Completion of the first round of play. All points are double. Here's a backhand to the inside. Robote, forehand. Alex advances. He's up at the 4 line. Blasts it low and hard. Benny on the Robote save. Urbieta, difficult catch at the 13 line. Big backhand to the inside. Robote, forehand. Alex jumping, makes the catch. There's the backhand. Caught by Benny. Urbieta down low. Backhand from the 10 line. Robote, forehand by Jairo. Jairo from the left side. Backhand. What a catch by Urbieta, made behind him. Benny. Alex on the backhand, powerfully thrown low and hard, and Benny's there. Coastie inside, at the side wall. Tough pickup by Urbieta off the wall. Alex calling for the Robote, fires it inside. Benny picks it up on the forehand. Backhand. Benny's there. What a catch by Benny behind the 10 line. Urbieta, backhand from the 11. Haro backs up for the rebote, sends it inside. Alex calls for it. Rebote by Alex, catch by Benny. Rebote left side to the inside. What a catch by Benny. Here's a backhand. Rebote forehand, drops it inside. Hiro on the catch. Urbieta, backhand from the 12 line. Low and hard and caught by Benny. Rebote forehand. Rebote forehand. Alex steps back to the 9 line to make the catch. Hard to the inside. Hiro, rebote save to the inside. Big bounce. Will score. Such a hard-fought point by all 4 players. Excellent 6 straight point effort by Alex and Urbieta. Point 2 play continues. 2 with 2 points. Here's post 1. Bueno and Nicholas. Backhand by Nicholas. Backhand by Nicholas to the inside. Here's Benny. Rebote forehand by Hiro. There's backhand by Benny, powerfully thrown. This rebote coming way out. Bueno's got it. Hiro gets in there to make the rebote save. Nicholas from the 11 line. Rebote save by Nicholas. Hiro will let it pass to Benny. Benny has it on the outside on the forehand. Oh, his cortada attempt is too low. Point 1. 1 with 3 points. Here's post 4. Ikeda and Aratz. Point 4. Black shirts at post 5. Gaucheri, Ben receive. Good catch. Nice return by Gaucheri. Here's the backhand by Aratz. Ben on the catch. Backhand by Ben. Beautiful catch. Nice return by Aratz. Aratz moves up, backhand from the 9 line. Robote left side. Catch by Aratz. Sherry has it, winds up. Costello 2-all, scores. 0.5. 5 with 2 points, serving 2 post 6. The yellow shirts return. Here's Anderluck and Cabrera. Backhand by Cabrera. Ben's there. Ball tipped. 0.5. 4 points for the 5 posts receiving. Pink of post 7, CRB and Jewel. Backhand by Julin. Ben will let it pass. Robote by Gaucheri to the inside. Scooped up beautifully by Julin behind the 10 line. Julin now from the 10. Gaucheri midcourt. This Robote coming high and hard all the way to the 4 line. Turned on the forehand of Gaucheri. Robote for CRB. Sherry makes the catch, winds up. Inside placement. Tipped, 0.5. Possible game point for the black shirt. Post 5. Gaucheri and Ben. Trying to stop them are Douglas and Manny. The purple of post 8. Douglas picks the serve. Inside it goes. Ben missed the scoop. Saves the Robote. That hit the overhead screen. Tremendous effort by Ben in the backcourt. 0.8. The 8 team has 2 points. Returning with possible game point are Alex and Urbieta. Backhand by Urbieta, low runner to the inside. Here's Manny. Robote forehand. Douglas is there. Alex, backhand from the 8 line. Hard throw. Robote midcourt for Douglas. To the inside, big bounce. What a catch by Urbieta. Douglas now from the 7. Clean miss in the front court, right into the cesta of the backcourter, Urbieta. Robote by Alex. Urbieta now from the 10 line, over the top. Douglas has on the left side. Backhand. Manny down low behind the 13 line. A beautiful catch. Douglas makes a save. Alex with control at the 6 line. Hard to the inside. Douglas saves Robote. Alex tipped it at the 6 line. 0.8. Play continues. 8 with 4 points. Here's post 2. Jairo and Benny. Benny on the forehand. Here's a backhand by Manny. Robote forehand fire to the inside, caught by Jairo. Here's the backhand. Robote by Douglas. Big bounce. Benny will let it pass. Gonna save the Robote. Puts it in Douglas's forehand. 3-wall play. Jairo's there. Jairo reads it. Douglas, perfect positioning to make this catch. Rifles it inside. Excellent effort by Benny. That is in and out of his cesta. Point 8. Possible game point for the purple shirts. Post 8. Douglas and Manny trying to stop them. Bueno and Nicholas. Forehand by Manny. Catch. And the return by Nicholas. Backhand by Manny. Nicholas is there. Manny from the 11 line over the top. Bueno picks it off at the 6 line. Backhand to the inside, low and hard, and Manny's there. Wall to wall from the left side. Manny stops it on the forehand. Picada. Ruled to have been tipped first time round. Point and game, post 8, Manny and Douglas. 5 serves to 3. This is a playoff for second and third place. Catch by Urbieta. There's the backhand. Robote coming out. Sherry. Splitter. Caught in the air by Urbieta. Urbieta takes a little off of this one. Ben's there. Backhand from the 11 line. Thrown hard. Robote coming out. Alex. Robote to the inside. Alex is calling for the Robote. Plays it to the inside. Cut off by Gaucheri. 2-all by Gaucheri. Is out. 3 places, 5 shows. Unofficial order finish 835. Your prices will be up in a moment. It's official. Coming in first, post 8, Douglas and Manny. Taking second, post 3, Alex and Urbieta. Coming in third, post 5, Gaucheri and Ben. We'll have your prices from game 5 up here and in just a moment. There they are. $2 Quinella 3.8, 25.80. The trifecta 835, 376.80. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Game 6. Game 6 will begin the late pick 3 for today. Win, play, show, Quinella Exacta trifecta wagering all available. There are no scratches in game number 6. And post time is now just 7 minutes away from now. Good luck. Actually, I'm going to talk about it. All right. So, though it's more convenient for me to roll one of these top 10 videos, I feel like I'm rolling it. I'm actually not doing it. There's an entire department that does it. The chat is interesting, and we were talking about the chat, for those of you listening in, the chat that appears on YouTube. YouTube chat is what I'm going by. We have some familiar faces and some folks whose names I don't recognize, but who are enthusiastic, and that's always good to see. That's what this program requires, is enthusiasm. Yes, we are in our 7th year. Yes, we have 6 years behind us, but this is a growing, developing, and emerging program. So for everyone watching, if you're not already a fan of Battle Court, please join us at 7 p.m. In fact, if you live in South Florida, join us live right here at the Magic City Highlight Fronton. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. You can watch live. We're only open to the public Friday evenings. We do have 5 minutes to go till post time. So I saw a name brought up in the chat as folks were looking at and talking about Bridgeport is how the conversation came up. To see people talking about Andres is just beautiful to see. Andres was a phenomenal, tremendous highlight player and probably an even better person. I don't know, he may have been a better highlight player because he was a tremendous highlight player, but Andres was also a generational player. Just like Goico was a generational player from one generation to the next. Andres, who played with the likes of Orbea, Chiruka, Chimela, Bengoa, who all played in the 50s and 60s, he bridged that gap in Bridgeport. He played with them. 5 through 8. Thank you, Scott. And then went on to play with the era of Joey, Remen, Uriarte, or Uriarte Kachin, depending upon how you knew him. And so Andres was absolutely a tremendous player, but to sit back and try to figure out this one was better than that one was better than this. The problem that we always run into when we talk about which player was better than which player is that so many of them fit into different generations of highlight. The equipment was different. The cestas were different. A lot like you see in other sports. Football, I think, comes to mind first of all, where they barely had any pads and some leather sack on their head. The cestas were different. Balls were different. Of course, courts were different. Motivation was different. The game itself hasn't changed that much. But if you take the players who played in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and then, you put them into the 1970s when shots became a big thing, as introduced by Joey, the game changed entirely. And that's when you start talking about players like Joey. Inclong was mentioned before. Inclong with the phenomenal Costalo 2-all, and a number of other players. I mean, the list does go on and on. But you were talking about the greats. Then you go later into the more recent names that we know, like Goicoechea. To take each of them and to find like that magical cornfield where you could put them, where they're all without injury, they're all in their prime, all things being equal. It's an imaginary mind game that you can play. And 60s is not modern. 60s is not modern highlight, but my sixth sense tells me that Fernando Orbea and Francisco Chiruka could have played at any time and done actually pretty well. And Ernesto's right, 12-time Triple Crown winner, but Ernesto, as sometimes we hear, you have to look. He didn't always have the same top competition for all 12 of those Triple Crowns. But no, the history of highlight has just so many wonderful players and wonderful stories, and then some not so wonderful stories, and it's strife. And wasn't it great when there were 10 frontons in Florida and 3 in Connecticut and 1 in Rhode Island and 2 in Nevada and the height? Yeah, that was all great. That's all now. We're getting to where that was 40 years ago. And fortunately, what often comes with these lectures that I make, or these conversations, really is what they are basically people making derogatory comments about what we're doing here at Magic City, and that's not happening, and that's what I appreciate. The fact that you guys are tuned in to what we're doing here, because the efforts of Coach Sherry, the efforts of Alex to come over here, the efforts of Alex Hormachea to travel back and forth from Battle Court, the progress of Douglas, the progress of Benny. I mean, when the story of Highlight is finally written long after I'm dead, those are going to be major parts of the story, including everything that's going on here at Magic City. It's just a different phase of the story, no different than any other sport since, I don't know, since the Aztecs were doing things with balls. And that's really the good thing. So to be associated with something good, yeah, I am proud of my history with Miami Highlight, the Yankee Stadium of Highlight. But you haven't heard a highlight ball thrown out there in over 5 years now. 4 years, 5 years. It's not the direction they're going. That's not the case for us. Let's begin. So, with that little tidbit, let's move on to Game 6. This is a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Up first and serving. Red shirt at post 1, Douglas receiving blue post 2, Hyro. Hyro serves. We begin. Backhand by Hyro. Robote coming out. Robote forehand. Douglas on the Robote keeps it inside. Hyro's there to down low. Powerful forehand by Hyro, caught in the air by Douglas beautifully. Costello 2-all, stopped, but not held on to. Scoring for Douglas, point 1. One first up on the board in our 6th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3, Julin. Here's a backhand by Julin, big backhand. Robote coming out. Julin again. Robote forehand by Douglas. Robote forehand by Julin. Douglas makes the catch, winds up. Costello 2-all, lands in perfectly to score, point 1. Green shirt, post 4, Urbieta receives. Here's the backhand. Robote, forehand by Douglas. What a catch and return by Urbieta. Backhand. Robote, forehand by Douglas. Two all is in, point 1. One on the board with 3 points. Here is the black shirt at post 5, worn by Alex. Robote forehand by Douglas. Alex makes the save. Fake 2-all, back to the inside. Douglas is chasing it, not going to get there, point 1. 4 points for the red shirt at post 1, Douglas. Receiving, Nicholas. Yellow shirt at post 6. Rebote forehand. Nicholas on the catch, backhand. Rebote forehand. Nicholas from the 10. Douglas makes the save. This is going to take a big bounce. Nicholas is there. Scoop by Nicholas. There's the backhand. Rebote forehand. Douglas on the catch. Here's the backhand to the inside. Rotate forehand. Douglas is midcourt. Drop shot. Scores on the second bounce. Well played, point 1. 5 points for the 1 post. Douglas is serving to the pink of post 7, Arats. Here's the backhand by Rotz. Robote, forehand. Rotz picks it up. To the outside he goes. Douglas is there, stops it on the forehand. Powerful right side. Caught beautifully by Rotz at the 12 line. Douglas, forehand Robote. Catch by Rotz. 2-all by Rotz. Red by Douglas. Stopped by Douglas. Douglas powerfully from the forehand and a beautiful catch by Rotz. Robote left side to the inside for the big bounce. Stop by Arats. Here's the backhand. Escapa. Big time. Point 7. Fine 5 straight points there for Douglas. Arats takes over the serve. Here now to complete the first round of play and receive the purple shirt at post 8. Gaucheri. Here's the backhand by Gaucheri. Arats is there. Robote forehand. Arats with a long 2-all. It is stopped by Gaucheri. Gaucheri's forehand. Caught by Arats. Backhand to the inside and passing. Robote to the inside. Picked up, but dropped. Point 8. We've completed the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return. Blue post 2, Hyro. Matthew Eves, thank you very much. Appreciate the compliment. And I definitely can't, I mean, I can take credit for the words that come out of my mouth and the cadence, but as far as putting a 2-man booth together and making it conversational, like, I guess what I would consider a radio show in some regards, that was all the vision of Scott Savin. Catch by Gaucheri. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand by Hyro. Gaucheri's there, winding up. Coasty inside, scoop by Hyro. Robote forehand, catch by Hyro. Hyro coast to the inside, Gaucheri on the run. He gets in there, makes a great save, moves center court. Hyro scores, point 2. 2 with 2 points, here's post 3. Julian. Yeah, in theory, Scott deserves all the credit. And calling players' games, I like that. I do like that screen name. This is called Highlight, Jaialai. There's the backhand by Julian. Rabote coming out. Julian again on the catch. Backhand from the 9 line. Sport's been played in the United States professionally since the 30s. Actually, since the 1920s. Since 1924. Regularly since 1926. Point 2. 2 serves to the green shirt to post 4. Urbieta was on the downcline for a number of years and reincarnated here in the United States, that is. The sport hails from the Basque Country, but has had a bit of a rebirth here in Miami at the Magic City Highlight Fronton. We play now, a few more games, and then we play a different format, Battle Court, at 7 p.m. Rabote forehand by Jairo. Caught on the left side of Urbieta. Rabote forehand by Jairo again. Urbieta will take it on the bounce at the 11. Jairo powerfully, wall to wall. Rabote coming out. Rabote left side. Jairo's there. Rabote left side to the outside. Jairo follows it. Powerful forehand. What a catch by Urbieta, right on the tip to the outside. Rabote forehand by Jairo. Ball tip, point 2. Possible game point for the blue shirt at post 2. Jairo. Trying to stop him, Alex. No, actually, Charles, Andrew will not be calling Battle Court tonight. It's me all day long by myself. We may have a surprise announcer, though, from what I hear, but it won't be Andrew. Andrew is real close to working out a formula involving cold fusion, and we don't want to bother him. Here's the backhand by Jairo to the inside. Rabote by Alex. Jairo advances, takes it in the air. Powerful throw to the inside. Too low. Point of game. Post 2. Jairo. 2 wins it. 1 places. 7 serves to 8. This is Shope. Ball missed off the side wall. 7 shows. Unofficial order finished, 217. Your prices will be up in a moment. Coming in first, post 2, Jairo. Taking second, post 1, Douglas. Coming in third, post 7, Ratz. $217, the official order finished for game 6, $2 Quinella, 1-2, 2140. Trifecta, 217, 194.20. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game 7. It is a spectacular 7 doubles match. Played to 7 points, with all points doubling after the first round of play. There are no scratches in game 7. There are no scratches in game 8. No scratches in today's performance. Post time is just 6 minutes away. And do my eyes deceive me, or did I see two high fives as being alive? Switch. 3-4. Two high fives, the 3 and the 8 both alive going into Game 7. So if the 3 or 8 come in, someone will win that $2,000 mandatory guarantee. Let us continue our Jim P. Excellent point. Bascochea. So, we have Bascochea 1 and 2, obviously. There's a front quarter and a back quarter. And, of course, the father of Diego was the front quarter who played at Miami. Phenomenal player, especially a great tournament player. Jim P. was a ref in Barcelona for Partido, played against Bolivar. It was brilliant class. Yeah, Jim P., you had a front. You had the best view in the house. Bascochea, especially that time, gifted player on both sides. And then when you get into, when we get into, who's better, was Bolivar better than Joey? Was Bolivar better than Uriarte? It's, Bully had more tournament wins. Quinella play. Uriarte had a phenomenal highlight career. So we're really talking about, when you say better than, they're close. Bolivar, of course, sticks out as the player of his generation, just as Orbea sticks out as the player of his generation. But Truca, phenomenal player. Switch. 5-6. Truca, phenomenal player. When I used to be at Miami Highline, I would go back and I would look at the statistics that were held. The number of singles championships that Truca had was absolutely impressive. So most often, especially in the more modern era from the 70s on, from the 70s on at Miami Highlights specifically, you have Assis, one of my favorite players of all time. You have Assis just absolutely dominating and easily one of the best singles players of all times. And size has a lot to do with it. You saw that with Goico as well. Assis is a particularly big front quarter, as is Goico. You don't have to have that size, but I think that it helps. But before you see Assis winning year after year after year, one name that you saw regularly was Truca in the generation just before him as a backcourter with a number of singles titles. That was always very impressive to me. And Charles, you talk about bias. We all have a certain bias. Ernesto, clearly among the most biased in the chat of people I've ever met walking the face of the earth. That was a shot and a joke. He's kind of come around. It's good to see such an active chat, especially when Andrew's not here. 3 minutes to go before we begin. Game number 7. Game 7 is now just 3 minutes away. Like I said, I say he's biased, and there it is. 7-8. Less than 2 minutes to go. Once again, there are 2 tickets alive in the high five for today. And don't forget Battle Court at 7 p.m. if you're in Dade, Broward. I'm even going to say Palm Beach County. Come on down. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. And it's a fun night. It's always a fun night. Tonight we have the Warriors taking on the Chargers, 2 of the original teams from Battle Court, and that's always fun. We have a minute to go before we begin Game 7. Once again, Game 7 will conclude the high five. 2 tickets are alive going into the high five. Game 8 after that. We'll then take a few hours break. Come back and play Battle Court. A lot of American players of your generation, Jim P., were sent to Barcelona to play. Basically, I don't know if they wanted you to have Spanish water on you before you came back to play for one of the Basque player managers, but there's a number of players, including the father of our very own Benny and Matt Langhans, Benny and Douglas. With that, ladies and gentlemen, time to begin game number 7, a spectacular 7 doubles match, played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Up first and serving, the red shirts post 1, Anderluck and Cabrera. Receiving in the blue post 2, CRB and Julin. There's a serve by Anderluck. We begin. CRB picks a serve and passes from the forehand. Anderluck gets in there. Rabote's outside. Julin calls CRB off. Good duck by CRB. Even better catch by Cabrera. Cabrera, backhand to the inside. CRB from the 8 line. Cabrera's there. Rabote forehand to the outside. A little too far outside. Point 1. 1 first up on the board in our 7th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirts of post 3. Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri picks the serve. The drop shot will score on the second bounce. Point 3. Green shirts of post 4 receiving. Here's Douglas and Manny. Manny deep in the backcourt to the outside, puts it back to the inside. Ben is there. Douglas gets in at the 9 line, backhand to the inside. Ben from the 11 line. Gaucheri stays with Rabote, plays it at the sidewall, puts it back on the sidewall. That's what nicely done. Rabote forehand by Gaucheri, caught by Douglas. Ben's there. Here's a backhand by Ben. Douglas on the catch. Wall to wall from the left side. The ball goes, kicking all the way to the 3 line. Rifled outside and scoring. Beautifully done by Gaucheri. Point 3. 3 with 2 points. Receiving in the black shirts, post 5, Bueno and Nicholas. Backhand by Nicholas. Robote, left side. Here's Nicholas on the backhand from the 12 line. Nicholas again. To the corner, out to the Robote, played by Gaucheri. Robote, big bounce. Nicholas is there. Backhand from the 11 line. Powerful backhand by Gaucheri. Robote kicks all the way to the 5 line. Turned on the forehand of Bueno. Outside placement. The 2-all scores. Well done. Point 3. 3 on the board with 3 points. Serving 2 post 6. Here's Alex and Urbieta. Backhand by Urbieta. Ben from the 12 line to the inside. Alex. Powerful backhand from the 7. Robote comes to the inside. Gaucheri's there. Forehand Robote stopped in the air by Alex. Urbieta on the backhand from the 11 line. Ben's there. Catch by Alex. Alex powerfully from the forehand. That ball was a dropping and scores off the back wall, point 6. Receiving pink post 7, Ikeda and Arats. Arats on the catch. Forehand high to the front wall. Caught by Urbieta. Robote. High to the back wall. Out to the Robote. Alex is there. Ikeda. Backhand to the inside. Urbieta. Backhand from the 11. Robote forehand. Robote left side. 2-all caught the pad, and the pad is most definitely bad. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirts of Post 8, the team of Jairo and Benny. Jairo picks the serve. Here's the backhand. Arats is there. Low runner. Scores off the tip of Benny Sesta, point 7. 7 with 2 points, serving to the 2 posts, CRB and Julin. Backhand by Julin. Arats makes the catch. Robote forehand by CRB. Beautiful catch up high by Julin. Arats for the Robote. Makes a save at the 10 line. Julin takes it on the bounce. Forehand low and inside. Caught by Ikeda. Robote. Julin keeps it for himself. Julin, forehand Robote, a little wild to the inside. Here's Arats. CRB gets in there, winds up. Change of pace, and Arats is there. Julin on the Robote. Ikeda, backhand, powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. CRB lines it up. Splitter. Stopped by Aratz. Julian one-handed scoop at the 9 line. Big backhand to the inside, and Aratz is there. Aratz now from the 11. High and hard to the back wall. Out to the rebote. Aratz on the catch. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Julian. CRB gets up there. Drop shot. Aratz called Ikeda off, but Ikeda grabbed it, put it on the wall. That's a tough one. And Aratz is there. Backhand. Passes. Aratz on the catch. Backhand from the 12. Big right side. Caught midcourt by Ikeda. Ikeda from the forehand. Rebote. Ikeda on the catch. Low and hard. And off the tip of Julian Sesta, it goes. A well-played point by all 4 players. Point 7. 7 with 4 points, returning with 1. Anderluck and Cabrera. Aratz on the backhand from the 11 line. Cabrera, fine catch. Ikeda for the rebote. Over the top to the inside. Cabrera's there. Aratz, backhand from the 11. Little clip. Off the tip of Anderluck Sesta. It goes, point 7. Possible game point, pink shirts of post 7, Ikeda and Aratz. Trying to stop them. Green at post 4. Douglas and Manny. Powerful serve. Manny advances to make the catch. Comes over the top. Aratz calls for the ball. Plays it back. Manny's there. From the 11 over the top. That's a tricky rebote by Aratz. Nicely played. Douglas blasts it from the forehand. He sends the rebote back out to the 6th line. Ikeda makes a great save. There's a backhand by Douglas. Aratz is there. Douglas forehand play from the 8 line. Hard to the inside. Caught by Aratz. Manny from the 12 to the inside. Rebote forehand by Ikeda, nice and high to the front wall. Rebote coming out, Rebote forehand. Ikeda makes the catch. Hard to the inside again, backing. Manny up, Douglas makes the save. Ikeda attacks, has it on the 3 line. Hard to the inside, and Manny's there. Ikeda calls for the Rebote. Douglas stops it, backhand from the 7. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand to the inside. Oh, what a catch in the corner by Manny. Big bounce brought down by Aratz in a tremendous play. Pika. Aratz called for it, caught it behind the 13 line. Douglas has it on the forehand. Sends it back. Aratz calls for it again. Low runner. Douglas, Rebote left side. Ooh, that hit perfect. High on the front wall. Midcourt on the reset. Drop shot, 1, 2 bounces, 2 score. Play will continue. Beautifully played point by the 7 and 4. Point 4. Forward 2 points, serving 2 post 5. Bueno and Nicholas. There's a backhand by Nicholas. Catch by Manny. Manny over the top. Bueno down low. Manny makes the catch. Manny over the top again. Nicholas on the bounce at the 11 line. Beautiful catch off the sidewall by Nicholas. Douglas, same thing at the 9. What a catch by Nicholas at the back wall. Manning over the top. Big bounce, brought down by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Outside placement by Manny. Perfectly placed to score. Point 4. 4 with 4 points. Returning with 3. Post 3. Gaucheri and Ben. Here's the backhand by Ben. Rebote left side by Douglas. Down low. Gaucheri picks it up. Back to the inside. Low and hard. Manning. Great Rebote save. Gaucheri is on the 3 line. Picks it up. Rifles it low and hard. Manning can't save that. 1.3. And Manny denies the assistance of Ben, saying, "Get away from me. I can do it myself." That's exactly what he was saying. All right, let's continue. Possible game point, white shirts, post 3. Trying to stop them, post 6, Alex and Urbieta. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Ben's there. Alex looks for the rebote, plays it low. Alex, wonderful rebote save. Passes Gaucheri. Ben, clutch catch, deep in the backcourt. Big backhand follows, and Urbieta's there. Backhand by Alex. Ben's there. Ben, powerful backhand, clearing the overhead screen. Gaucheri takes it at the 8 line. Rebote left side. Gaucheri on the bounce. Hard to the inside. Picked up by Urbieta. Urbieta, great catch back behind the 12 line. Beautiful catch by Alex. Backhand thrown powerfully, caught by Gaucheri. 2-all by Gaucheri, stopped by Alex. Alex powerfully. Point 6. 6 with 3 points. Here's post 8. Jairo and Benny. Benny on the backhand from the 10 line. Rebote forehand. Alex on the catch. Powerful forehand to the inside. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Wall to wall. Alex saves the rebote, puts it inside. Benny's there. Benny powerfully from the right side. Rebote saved by Urbieta. Here's Benny. Urbieta down low, backhand from the 11 line. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Alex left side rebote to the inside. That's kind of a wonky bounce. Benny's got it on the rebote. Alex takes it off the bounce on the forehand. Jairo's there. Backhand. Alex, beautiful catch at the 8 line. Big backhand follows. Rebote forehand. Benny on the catch. Alex steps back to take it in the air at the 9 line. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Robote not coming out much and scoring. Possible game point for the yellow shirts, post 6. Alex and Urbieta. Trying to stop them are CRB and Julian. There's a backhand by Julian. Beautiful catch by Urbieta. Off the sidewall. Julian's there. That ball got away from Julian, hit the overhead screen. Point in game, post 6. Alex and Urbieta. Unofficial order of finish, 6-7-3. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results are official coming in first, post 6. Alex and Urbieta taking second, post 7. Ikeda and Ratz coming in third, post 3. Go Sherry and Ben. A high five lives to fight another day. 7282645 numbers returning $41. Consolations in the exacta. $2 quinella. That is first and second in any order. 6-7-102 even. The trifecta 6-7-3-502-60. Up next is this afternoon's 8th and final game in advance of Battle Court at 7 p.m. this evening. Game 8 played 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. No scratches in Game 8. Post time is 6 minutes away. Good luck.
We in the house.
I went to the university. I said, do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
When I first got the email, I thought it was pranking me.
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
If it's no contact in this sport, it's gonna be a piece of cake.
We knew going in, they're not gonna be great the first day.
Really like the Jamaicans with the bobsled team.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
We got the streets on fire.
This is a sacrifice I think is gonna pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I gotta win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Let's get ready to play.
And that, of course, is Magic City Hustle. That is available wherever you pick up your movies, including the iTunes Store. Tell us a story about how this program started off back in 2018 with players who had no experience in highlight whatsoever. Not one of those players in the original story saw a cesta before. Had even seen a highlight cesta before they began practicing with us in North Miami in 2018. It shows how that first season went. Exciting to watch. Definitely worth to download. 4 minutes to go before we begin Game 8. Johnny O, thank you for participating in today's chat. Thank you guys for keeping me company while I was here alone with Andrew. Again, we hope for Andrew's safety as he is out on one of those really expensive, dangerous safaris that not everybody comes back from. Lots of water hazards and stuff like that. But if he is back, he'll be back on Monday. And if not, we'll be having tryouts on Tuesday. Just kidding. He went to a wedding. 3 minutes to go before we begin game number 8. Game 8 is now just 3 minutes away. We'll then take a few-hour break. Come back with Battle Court at 8 p.m. Singles up next. Two minutes remaining for placing all wagers in Game 8. And for those of you who have been new to this Pelota schedule, if you enjoy, we don't always chat quite this much, but if you enjoy this format, we play every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday at 1:30 p.m. This is the Quinella style of highlight. This is that round-robin rotation. You will not see that tonight at 8. It's teams playing against teams, head-to-head highlight. That's tonight at 7 p.m. Time to begin Game 8, a spectacular 7 singles match. It's played to 7 points, with all points doubling after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is Douglas. Receiving in the blue of post 2 are Rats. There's a serve by Douglas. Game 8 has begun. Rats advances, takes it off the sidewall. Big backhand follows. Robote left side. Big, well played by Rats. That's beautiful. High to the front wall and along the side wall the whole way. Backhand by Rats. Robote, left side by Douglas. He shoots it. Rod stops it. Scoop, missed. Point 2. 2 will serve to the white shirt at post 3, Benny. There's a backhand by Benny. Robote coming out. Benny takes it on the bounce, the 8 line. Low and hard to the inside. That scores at the sidewall, point 3. 3 will serve to the green shirt of post 4, worn by Hyro. Here's a backhand by Hyro to the inside. Robote, forehand save by Benny. Big bounce, brought down by Hyro. Hyro low and hard to the inside. Here's Benny. Benny's big backhand hit the overhead screen. Point 4. Black shirt at post 5. Nicholas receives. You're very welcome, Charles. Good to have you in the chat, as well as everyone else who participated. Thank you. Thank you for the compliments, Matthew Eves. Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Hyro's there. Backhand from the 8 line. Hyro winding up. Coasty inside. Scoop by Nicholas. Robote forehand by Hyro. Light touch. Big bounce. Nicholas from the 11 line to the inside. Robote forehand by Hyro. Robote forehand. Hyro makes the catch. Catch in the air by Nicholas. Outside, placement, stopped by Hyro. Return placement to the inside, stopped by Nicholas. Karam scores. Point 5. Receiving, yellow shirt at post 6. Here's Alex. Here's a backhand by Alex. Alex takes it on the bounce to 10 line. Hard to the inside. Beautiful catch by Nicholas. There's the backhand. Robote. Two all opens, stopped by Alex. Alex powerfully from the forehand. That will score. Point 6. 6 serves to post 7. Go Sherry. Gauchette backhand, rifle to the inside, low off the back wall, saved by Alex. Fake Karam, puts it inside. Alex reads it, makes the return. Gauchette's there. Costado 2-all, caught the pad, point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt at post 8, Urbieta. Robote left side by Alex. Urbieta advances. Costello 2-all. Stop by Alex. Alex gets it off in time. What a catch by Urbieta. 2-all with a soft touch, 0.6. Six on the board with 3 points. Here's post one. Douglas. Point one. 1 with 2 points. Here's post two. Arats. Backhand by Douglas. Powerfully thrown. Rotate forehand. Caught by Douglas. Arats, tremendous save made from the 13 line. Douglas is there. Soft 2-all will score. 4 points for Douglas in the red at post one. Receiving, Benny. Excellent catch by Douglas. There's the backhand. He keeps it inside. Then he makes a save. Scoop by Douglas. There's the backhand. Douglas on the catch. Backhand from the 7 line. Thrown powerfully. Robote forehand by Benny. Ball's on the wall. Douglas makes a save. Benny, tough catch at the 4 line. He passes wall to wall. Douglas makes a save again. This one's too high. Hit the overhead screen. 0.3. 3 with 3 points. Here's post 4, Hyro. Here's a backhand by Hyro. Benny's there. Backhand from the 8 line. Robote saved by Hyro. That hit the overhead screen. Out of play, 0.3. Possible game point for Benny in the white shirt at post 3. Trying to stop him is Nicholas. Robote forehand by Benny. Nicholas makes the catch. Backhand from the 10 line. Benny will take it in the air. Back at the 11. Robote is going to kick all the way out to the 4 line. Turn on the left side of Benny. Nicholas is there. Robote forehand by Benny. Flips it up. Nicholas makes the catch. Hard throw by Nicholas. What a catch by Benny. There's the backhand. Nicholas, backhand to the inside. Robote forehand by Benny. Robote forehand again by Benny. Nicholas is there. Ball tipped, 0.5. Play continues. 5 with 3 points. Here's post 7. The pink shirt receives. Gaucheri. Here's the backhand by Gauchetti. It passes. Robote coming out. 2-all. Stopped by Gauchetti. Sherry powerfully from the forehand will score, .7. Sherry is on the board with 2 points. He serves. Back and ready to receive the purple of post 8. Urbieta. Big backhand by Urbieta. Robote coming out. Robote left side saved by Urbieta. That had the distance. Here's Gauchetti. Costado on the 5 line. The 2-all will score, .7. 7 with 4 points. Here's post 6. Alex returns. Big right side by Alex. Robote dropping. Here's Alex. Costi to the inside sharply to score, .6. Possible game point for Alex. Yellow shirt at post 6. Trying to stop him. Aratz. Aratz, rather, on the backhand. Alex. Robote at the sidewall. That's a nice save. Aratz attacks at the 6. Alex sets. There's the backhand. Low bullet stopped by Aratz. Here's the backhand. Robote to the 8 line. Saved by Alex. Catch by Aratz. Alex gets in there, makes a save right up the middle. Aratz on the forehand. Drop shot. Alex takes off. 2 bounces ruled before he made the catch. Good effort. .2. Play continues again. Douglas returns. Red at post 1. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Caught in the air by Aratz. Douglas left side. That Robote stays inside. Aratz takes it in the air down low. Right to the corner. Out to the Robote. Saved by Douglas. Aratz winds up. Douglas makes the catch mid-court. Costado 2-all will score. .1. Wong with 6 points. Possible game point for Douglas. Trying to stop him is Jairo. Here's a backhand by Jairo. Douglas makes the catch. Robote left side. Costado to the inside. Will score for the win. Point in game, post 1, Douglas. 1 wins it, 3 serves to 6. This is a playoff for 2nd and 3rd place. Powerful backhand by Alex. Robote by Benny. He makes a save. Alex is there. Backhand by Alex again. Alex from the 10 line to the inside. Scooped by Benny. Benny back to the inside. Alex with a reach, makes the catch. There's the backhand. Benny's there. Roche save by Alex. Benny runs up. Missed it. 6 places, 3 shows. Unofficial order finish, 1-6-3. Results are official. Coming in first, post 1. Douglas taking second, post 6. Alex coming in third, post 3. Benny, 1-6-3. Official order finish. Final payoffs for today's 8th game. 1-6-3, the official order finish. Taylor Quinella 1-6, $40.60. Trifecta 1-6-3, $383.40. Late pick 3, 2-6-1. 3 of 3 numbers returning, $465.80. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Friday afternoon performance of Live Highlight in the Magic City on the Highlight channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this afternoon and invite you to join us this evening. 7 p.m. this evening. If you live locally or anywhere in the Tri-County area, please join us live. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. for Battle Court. Head-to-head format, if you're not used to it, we have the Warriors taking on the Chargers. On behalf of the player, staff, and management of Magic City Highlight and Battle Court, we thank you for joining us today and hope to see you at 8 p.m. Have a good day, everyone.